Yeah, hold up. Get right with you. I'ma get right with you. Bad bitches, fuck up, then dismiss 'em. Bang. I ain't really here to take no pictures. Middle finger up for the system. Fuck. Yeah, poop is robotic. I ain't touching.
Hello guys, today I'm continuing this what if Naruto had the rinnegan, part A. Okay guys, let us continue with when Naruto arrived and the contestants were Gara, Kankuro, Timari, Sasuke, Naruto, Yujito, Karu, Omoi, Chikamaru, Neji, and those are who passed the third exam test. Now, who will fight who? Shikamaru vs Temari. First round, Kankuro vs Omoi. Gara vs Sasuke. Yujito vs Naruto. Karu vs Neji. And those are the people who will fight. And we will continue with Sasuke and Kakashi. They were late. And so they started with Shikamaru versus Temari. And it happened the same actually. And it ended up Chikamaru quitting because he doesn't have enough chakra to continue. Then the next match is Kankuro Vizumoi. Then it went with Kankuro quitting. Then the next fight went with Karu versus Shino. Here both of them tied in the battle. So no, Karu versus Neji, and both of them tied because Karu is very strong. Like if you don't know her, she's one of the cloud ninjas, and yeah, she's very strong. The next battle is Yujito versus Naruto, and this match, and Yujito was so excited that she tripped and fell on the ground. Naruto bursted in laughter. Yujito was so angry that her body started relaxing her to cool her down. Then both of them took their fighting stand pose. Then the proctor said begin. Then the Cubis chakra started leaking from her. Then Naruto disappeared in the battle. No one can see him. Then she was looking around until she sensed someone behind her. Then suddenly a kick had touched her. Naruto sent a kick to her face. Then she dodged it, and she to kick delivered to kick to his face. But Naruto lowered his head, and he punched her straight to her stomach, letting her send flying, hitting the trees that were behind her. And then she started bleeding, but the two-tailed beast was healing her. Then she disappeared and appeared in the front of Naruto. Both of them started going in taijutsu battle, and it seems that Yujito is winning the battle. But Naruto jumped back. Naruto's eyes went to the Sharingan with three tamoys in his eyes. Then they clashed in the taijutsu battle, but it was so intense that the ground under them start cracking. Also, with Naruto's Sharingan, he can beat her because she's using her tail beams. So Naruto jumped back again and said, "Wind release, Wind Dragon Jutsu." Then a huge dragon came from Naruto's mouth. It was so huge that Yujito barely dodged it, but she got damaged. But her, her what? Her Kyuubi helped her. Then Then Yujito looked at Naruto's eyes, and then she went with an insane speed, and her hand went through Naruto's chest. Then Yujito was shocked to see Naruto puking blood. Then she held him before he fell, and a tear came from her eyes. And she said, "I'm sorry, Naruto." Then Naruto turned. that Naruto was was turning to frogs, and before he disappeared, he smiled, and she passed out. Then the Genjutsu had been released. Then Naruto smiled again, and he told the proctor that then that means that I win, right? Then the proctor nodded, and Naruto called Yujito, and he went to the medics to help her. And nobody saw the Mangeki Sharingan appeared because when Yujito looked at his eyes, he was already activate his Mangeki Sharingan, so he put her under a Genjutsu. Then the proctor said, Naruto Uzumaki, the winner of this match. Then a huge amount of people start clapping. That that can be heard, and all the rookies were surprised to see Naruto. That how powerful is he? Then the proctor said, Gaara vs Sasuke. Then leaves were falling from the sky. Then two figures appeared. It was Kakashi and Sasuke. Then Kakashi apologized and disappeared. And Gaara, with a smile, he sunshelled down to the arena. Gaara took his fighting stance. He was actually standing. And then the proctor said, "Begin!" And it all happened the same as canon. And I will skip until the Genjutsu will happen. And Naruto went after Sasuke and he saved him before he and Sakura died, but by the hands of Gaara. Then Gaara got angry and he released Chikaku. Then Naruto went to his Mangekyo Sharingan and he said, Amaterasu, and a huge black flames appeared on Chikaku. But immediately Chikaku sacrificed some of his sand before he burned in ashes. Then Chikaku sent a bullet at Naruto, but he was shielded by a huge Susanoo was behind him. Came, then Susanoo came from the ground, and Naruto sliced Chikaku with his Susanoo sword. Then Chikaku turned into sand, and Gaara fall also Naruto because he doesn't have internal Mangekyo, so he can't control it. And I am sorry for the background noise. So yeah, I'm really sorry. So because Naruto also fall because he doesn't have the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. So he fell from shock exhaustion. At the same time, both of them hit on the ground. Then Naruto said his cool speech. Then he passed out. Both of them passed out. Then Naruto opened his eyes and he walked around and he saw a big cage in front of him. Then he yelled, "Yo, Nine-Tails Fox, I know you are here. Come out!" Then a red eyes can be seen in the darkness. Then a huge roar came out. Then Naruto chuckles and he said, "I am sorry for waking you up. Please forgive me. And I want to tell you something. I know your dad, you know." Then the fox eyes open wide. How kid, how you know about him? Naruto just chuckles and he said, "Hogorama Otsuki." "Shut up, kid. Don't say his name." Then Naruto chuckles for the 1 millionth time. Then the fox hit the cage what's his name? Nailed. Okay, sorry. With his nailed. "If you want, you can control me. If you want power, you can take it. But don't say his name ever again, or I will kill you." Naruto said, "First, I'm not here to control you, Foxy, or to take your power. I'm here to be friends with each other, you know? My f- we with each other, my fox. Tell me your name." First of all, Ninetales Fox was surprised to hear that kid. What that kid said. Then Ninetales sensed something inside Naruto, and it reminded him by his father, but he ignored it for now. And he said hesitantly, "I will tell you my name, but only once. My name is Kurama. Kurama. Naruto smiled. So my fox has a nice name. Then Kurama roared at Naruto, but Naruto chuckles, and he said, "So I finally have a friend named Kurama." Kurama said, "We are not friends." "Yes, we are," Naruto said. Then Kurama sighed, and he told him, "What you want? What you want now?" Naruto said, I trust you. I need you to trust me because I trust my friends, and you are one of my friends. And I need your trust, Kurama." Then Kurama was surprised again about how Naruto said it, and he felt a feeling that a feeling he felt a feeling that was missing from a long time. It was Hoguramo was like inside of him. Then Kurama smiled at him, and he told him, "I trust you, Naruto." Then Naruto smiled and he said, "Bye, Kurama. I hope to see you again, and have a nice sleep." Then Naruto opened his eyes, and he saw himself in the hospital, and he turned around to see Kakashi and Sakura, and even Jiraiya. And then Jiraiya congrats him what he did against Shikako. Jiraiya said, "Naruto, you're really a hero. You saved the village. Then Naruto smiled at him, and Kakashi, and then Jiraiya said, "I have a bad news. Tomorrow we lost our Hokage, the third Hokage, and tomorrow is his funeral. Funeral, you know, okay. God, I forgot what they called him. Okay, a funeral, thing. Okay." Then Naruto was shocked to hear about that, and a tears coming from his, tears were dropping from his eyes, and he said, "Gramps died." Then Jared nodded slowly. Then Naruto said, "But how he died?" Then Jiraiya explained everything to him, that Kazekage and everything. Naruto cried a little bit, but then he went over it, and he took a deep sleep. Then he opened his eyes after 1 hour, and he saw his body was healed, and he almost forgot. Then he jumped out of the bed like a Superman, and he went directly, and he saw a nurse and told her, "You know where his Yujito is? A girl is a blonde hair from the head in the cloud." Then the nurse said, "Yes, I know where it is. She's down the floor at 144 room, the number of the room." Then Naruto rushed there, and when he went there, he saw Killer Bee and Umoi. Killer Bee and Umoi and Karu. I will call it Karu for now because I don't know how to spell her name. Yeah. Then Naruto went scratching his back of his head. "I am sorry. I overdid it." Then Killer Bee smiled at him. "Why, you fool, you did great. You defeated the two beast chakra. You're really an amazing kid. You fool, you fool." Kaoru blushed, but then she brushed it off, and he said, "Well, you did great, but Yujito is better than you." And then Umoi just sighed. Then Yujito opened her eyes, and she saw Naruto, and she went off the bed, and she punched him in his head. "You bastard! You know what you did." "But how? When? When you put me under Genjutsu?" Naruto smiled. "When you look at my eyes, I was activated my..." Then he remembered that he can't tell anybody about it. But he sighed, and he said, "When you looked at my Mangekyo. Then Kirby was shocked, but Karu and Omoi doesn't know what Mangekyo is. Then Omoy, then Karu asked, "What is the Mangekyo thing that you said?" "Oh, it is a Sharingan from the Uchiha." "Yeah, I have it. I think I have the blood of an Uchiha." Killer B was shocked to hear about that, and he told him, "So you fool. You have the nine tails and you have an blood of Uchiha. Quite impressive, kid. You fool, you fool." And then Amoy and Karu were a little bit shocked to hear Naruto that he have the 90, the, no, the blood of Uchiha and he have Sharingan. So they were shocked. And then Yujito punched him another time in his head, and she told him, "How dare you do that to me? Do that another time, and I will kill you." And here, guys, we end this. What if? I hope you like him. So please like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye, guys.
Yeah, hold up, get right with you.